So we'll move on to the next topic, that is class and objects. Okay, so we'll see what's a class first. Okay, so this class is much more similar to the term structure. Okay, you know what is a structure, isn't it? You know how to define a structure, declare its variables, and how to access the variables inside a structure and all. I think this is clear. This part is clear. Okay, so the class has much similarity to the structure, but some more facilities are incorporated inside the class. Okay, so we will see what is the use of the class first. Okay, so when you are visiting a website, when you are visiting a website, suppose you are going to the Maze website. There you can see many so many menu over at the top, and below that you can see the many notices, announcements and all, which everyone can access. Whoever visits the website can access those details, isn't it? So some informations are made public there. So that is the first one. So some informations are made public. Okay, and second thing, as a student of Maze, you are having an eLive login, isn't it? So to log into your portal, you need a username and password. So you are using a username and password. Okay, so here you are accessing your portal, isn't it? So only you will be able to access that portal using the username and password. So the second one is, there are many informations inside the same website which is password protected. So I will group that as protected. Okay, so the third one is, when you are inside your portal, you can see your marks of each subjects, or the attendance of each subject, or maybe the marks of the assignments. You can see that, isn't it? So you are not able to edit those details. So the third one is, you can see some informations. You can view that, is able to view that, but you are not able to edit it. Editing is not possible. So some informations are made private, isn't it? Maybe your teacher can edit that, or maybe the admin can edit those informations. But you will not be, as a student, you will not be able to edit those informations, and that informations are made private to you. Okay, so the third category is private. Okay, so in the real life, we need these three types of informations. That is, some informations are needed public, some has to be protected, some has to be private. So for this facilities, for making this facilities possible, the C++ programming is giving you the facility known as class. Okay, so inside the class, I will show you the syntax of the class. Okay, so how to define a class? So for that, first you have to write class, then the class name. Maybe I will write the class name as Civil B, okay, or Civil A, whatever it is. So I am writing the class name as Civil B. So inside that, I can write so many members. Just like the structure, I can write so many members here. Okay, so first maybe I am taking the member, maybe int number of students, maybe stud. I am declaring a variable number of students, stud. Okay, so when I declare a class like this, see, I have to open the braces, write the members, then close the braces and end with a semicolon. So this is the syntax. Okay, so when I write like this, by default, whatever members I am writing like this is made as private. It is already private. You can't access this information outside the class. Okay, so by default, whatever member I am writing just like this is a private member. It can be accessed only within the class, not from the outside. Okay, so how to make this a public one, or how to make this data a public one? So it is made possible using the terms known as access specifiers. Okay, so previously I have explained that we need three types of data, isn't it? That is a public, protected, and private. So I can make the datas private, private, protected, and public by writing like this. The syntax is class. Again, I am writing. I am taking the class round. The class name is round. Okay. So I need the data that is radius of a circle or a round. Okay. So I am making that variable a private one. For that I am using the access specifier private. So I am writing private and putting a colon, which means that I have made this whatever I am writing below this one is made a private member. Okay, so if I need the radius, I am writing float radius after this access specifier private, which means that now radius is a private member. It can't be accessed from the outside. So if I am not omitting this private also, by default this radius is a private member itself. Now how to write the public member inside a class? So again, use the access specifier. Which one? Public. I am writing public, putting a colon, then whatever things I am writing below the public access specifier is made as a public member. Okay, so unlike the structures, I can include functions also inside the class. Okay, so suppose I need the radius, area of this particular circle or round. Okay, so I am defining or declaring a function known as area. So I am giving the return type of this particular area function, that is float area. So this is how you will define a function, isn't it? So I am opening the braces. I need the area of that circle, isn't it? So I am writing return area. Return inside the brackets, right? 3.14 into radius into radius. See, now I have made this function as public, and inside the class I can incorporate the functions also, which is not possible in case of a structure.